Obeseus was born into a poor family, but he possessed immense strength. Without an ox, he could pull the plow himself. His father couldn't bear to see his son suffer such hardship, so he finally spent money to buy an ox.
Woohoo! How'd you do that, father? I sold you into slavery! Arrivederci, sucker!
In this way, Obeseus and his companions were taken by the slave owner to the city of ancient Rome. They were transported to the deadly slave gladiatorial arena.
Gentlemen, today you have the honor of being hacked to death on the field of battle. Remember, there are no small wounds, only small victims.
Facing a powerful enemy, Obeseus was beaten back step by step, but he quickly adapted to the battlefield. His innate divine power came into play. Using the same motions he had for plowing in place of the ox, he defeated his formidable opponent. Marjola was also captivated by his charm.
That chiseled bumpkin just killed my prized psychopath. Feed him to the hippos!
No, Father. Look how the crowd loves him. That hunky rube could put a lot of togas in the seats.
Majora, you have quite the mind for the family business.
After Marjola's persuasion, Obeseus avoided death. Afterward, Obeseus's fame spread far and wide. He surged to the top of the gladiator rankings, but in Obeseus's eyes, there was only Marjola. That evening, Marjola sought out Obeseus. She showered him with words of praise. And so, the two who were mutually smitten soon became intimate. Their relationship was quickly exposed because Marjola became pregnant.
Tell me who laid with her, and the rest of you will be spared the lash.
Obeseus took responsibility without hesitation, but under the slave owner's orders, he was dragged to the guillotine. Yet what awaited him was not death, but freedom.
Rise, for you are now free.
Woohoo!
To marry my daughter.
Go!
Obeseus and Marjola got married. The slave owner gave them a wedding gift, the slaves from the gladiatorial arena. But Obeseus had once sworn to grant freedom to all his friends. Just as he was about to unlock their chains, Marjola stopped him.
You are so noble to take on the back-breaking work of 4 men, day in, day out, no matter how poor and hungry it shall leave you.
In the end, greed triumphed over his promise.
Now I feel stupid getting him a wedding gift.
From then on, Obeseus opened a laundry in the city. At the time, Romans washed clothes using ammonia extracted from urine.
Hey, boss, we came up with an idea that could increase ammonia production. All you gotta do is put these jugs outside of taverns and you'll get your urinous gratis.
Crowdsourcing a streaming service, eh? I'm a genius!
As a result, nearly all the urine in Rome was collected and monopolized by Obeseus. The laundry's business boomed more and more, and Obeseus grew increasingly wealthy. So the family moved into the affluent district.
Linus, I'm fatigued. Yawn for me.
At this point, Mo wanted him to honor his promise, but Obeseus, now reveling in a life of luxury, had no intention of doing so. He politely refused them. During one party they attended, they were seated in the back row and couldn't see the exciting spectacle up front. So the ambitious Marjola tempted Obeseus, saying that if he became a city councilor, he could sit in the front row.
I don't know, it sounds like a lot of work.
But think of the perks. You'll get invited to fancier orgies, the kinds with women.
They have those?
Not long after, Obeseus arrived at the palace. He requested to join the Senate from the emperor, only to be mocked outright.
The pea guy? A senator? That would be an insult to the dignity of this office. Now, if you'll excuse me, Senator Horse and I are going shopping for lewd pottery.
Obeseus could only sulk in the corner. He declared that he would become a counselor no matter what. At that moment, the emperor's adopted son suddenly appeared. Having coveted the throne for years, he proposed a partnership with Obeseus.
Kill the emperor and I'll make you a senator.
Kill the emperor to become senator? But what's in it for me?
That night, Obeseus sneaked into the palace and killed the emperor. He finally achieved his wish and became a counselor. Over the next 10 years, his influence grew rapidly. Marjola also attained an exalted status. But Marjola's ambitions went even further. She urged Obeseus to seize power and usurp the throne. Obeseus, however, felt his wife was too greedy.
Pardon me, Senator. I'm sorry you find my ambition so distasteful. Just remember, power comes to those who take it.
So, on a celebratory day just a few days later, Marjola orchestrated a plot. She successfully assassinated the reigning king and nominated her own son to inherit the throne.
He was born rich, so he got to be good at business.
Particula! Particula!
Upon first ascending to the throne, Bart chose to declare war on the sea god Neptune. The Romans suffered heavy casualties. Bart blamed the war's failures on foreign invasions, so he began constructing defensive fortifications.
Oh, who needs you Carthage-sucking aqueduct guzzlers?
Finally, to prevent the senators from threatening his position, he outright disbanded them. This young emperor went mad with power, even demanding that the people proclaim him a god. Obeseus could no longer tolerate it.
My son isn't a god. He's just an entitled little psycho. Society must come to its senses and overthrow this madman.
I don't know. Blasphemy! Seize him! For your heresy, Father, I sentence you to be eaten by the lions.
We're gonna need more lions.
Obeseus and his friends were thrown back into prison. At this point, he finally regretted not freeing his friends back then. He resolved to overthrow Bart's tyranny. Though Obeseus had lost everything, he still possessed a warrior's heart. When he stepped into the arena once more, a few words lured Bart into the gladiatorial pit.
I will teach this old fool who is the true Gluteus Maximus. Particular now!
In the next moment, the two staged an epic father-son showdown. Though Bart was young, strong, and agile, Obeseus used his massive build to easily force him back. Just as Obeseus became distracted, Bart swung his blade toward him, and so the two met their ends together. Marjola began to regret her actions bitterly.
I poisoned everything I loved with my boundless ambition. My family is no more. Mom, what about me? We never really clicked.